Hey guys, I'm Jimmy and this is the vlog I do, and this video has been very long overdue, and yeah, it's been a long time. Been over a month since, well, around a month mark anyway, since the last time I've done a video at all, let alone a proper vlog. And for anyone who actually cares about these videos, I apologise. Obviously, as I mentioned in the last video I put up, I've been moving house, and here we are in this is my back in my parents' house. I'm no longer living in a flat with people. I'm living in a bedroom with my family. At the risk of terrible camera work and restriction on the lead, this is how tiny my room is. Literally, here are my computers. I've got a set of shelves there. There's a window, shelves, and wardrobe. So I'm not, like I said before, I'm kind of just moving into a pretty tiny room. Because of that, I've got a lot of restriction in terms of my stuff. I've still got stuff in boxes out on the landing, and down in the back room, I've got like a couple boxes, and a lot of stuff's going to get moved into the loft and that. Reason because everything's still in boxes from the move. I moved about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago now. The main reason that everything's still away is because everything's kind of picked up with work, which is really ironic. I moved out of the flat because I wasn't getting enough work to make money to pay for my rent, and now I've moved into my parents' house, and I've been working at least, I've been working every day for the last 2 weeks, and then most days for the week before that. The only time off has been time off that I've booked, and the time off I booked were for the gigs I went to a couple of weeks back. Went to Birmingham with some guys who I went to secondary school with. It was really cool. It was a really good time. Drinking from about 3 p.m. till 3 a.m. an amazing show. I passed out at one point, mainly from heat exhaustion rather than alcohol or anything. The room was like a sauna, but Let Live were absolutely astonishing. Jason Butler is a fucking beast. Climbing on the rafters and dangling himself and dropping into the middle of the pit and like nearly accidentally hanging himself on his own microphone cord, stuff like that. And that was a long day of drinking, and it was cool. The day before, we a couple of us went to pub just to sort out like the leaving process, getting the train to get to the coach, and it was really cool, like catching up, because it was it's kind of like meeting new people, but because you kind of know them already, you don't have to kind of build a groundwork, and it's just catching up and sharing stories and stuff, so which is kind of cool. And then the gig I went to after that, that was over the weekend, so that was Saturday, and then we came back on Sunday. We stayed at a hostel, came back on Sunday. I went to work Monday. I was absolutely dead. And then I went to a gig on Tuesday. Tuesday I went to Never Say Die tour. It was at the Electric Ballroom in Camden, and it was mental. We got there during the opening band. I think it was Rise of the North Star, and we turned up, got to feel the room, and straight away, first person I see, Jonah Weinhoven. People who don't know who Jonah Weinhoven is, he is the guitarist for the band I Called the Prom Queen, who were playing that night, but he used to also being in Bring Me the Horizon, who I'm seeing in a couple of weeks, just standing at the bar, which was quite cool. And then the guitarist, one of the guitarists for Amure, just like walked straight past me, and I like freaked out. And that was with the two guys that have moved into the flat now, and I was like, dude, it's the fucking guitarist, like freaking out. I'd still get starstruck, because especially with artists and stuff, because like musicians and that, there's a lot more to get starstruck about. I wouldn't give a shit if I saw Kerry Katona, but seeing guys like that, they're people who are essentially living a dream that I wish I could. I'd love to be able to do the stuff that they do. So I do still get like a bit starstruck when it comes to those kind of people. So we were over the course of the night, it just got, drinks were really expensive, but I just got paid, so I had loads of spare money, so I was buying drinks constantly. First band we actually went in for was the second band of the night, North Lane. One of the guys I was with, Kalen, was so hyped to see them. We were outside having a cigarette and chatting to some people, two of us, and Kalen was inside still. I think he was getting his coat, and we just heard the opening bars to a track that they usually open with, and we were like, oh shit, run, dropped everything that we had and just ran in there. Tom disappeared, the other guy I was with disappeared halfway through the set. It was only about 4 tracks long. Disappeared halfway through the set. We find him just after. We quickly go get a drink, he's disappeared, we can't find him. Reappears, he's covered in blood, it's going all down his arm, and he's still holding his nose. He got his nose cracked in the middle of the pit. We'd all gotten a bit battered up. I got smashed in the jaw, Kanan got one to the head. It was very violent. It was a lot of fun, and Tom drew the first blood of the night. The night went on, more drinking. We watched I Killed the Prom Queen for a little bit. Betraying the Martyrs were a surprise. We weren't really looking out for them, but they were a really good band. Carnifex as well, they're, I like metal, and they are towards that end of the spectrum where it gets to a point where it's just pure mess, essentially. But they put on such an amazing show. We were just standing this is actually awesome. We need to listen to these guys a bit more. And then Emil came on, and that's when shit got crazy. The guys went straight into the pit. I'm not much of a pit kind of guy, I'll be honest. I like to get stuck in now and again, but I couldn't spend a whole gig in the pit. I'd rather pay attention to the band, so I was just behind it, just rocking out on my own, just screaming along and watching the band perform and that, because I love watching bands perform. And you get to feel feeling the whole ambience, or whatever. I'm trying to think what the word is, but the whole scenario envelops you, and you suddenly just become part of this crowd and just shouting and screaming and dancing and smashing your head around. And for their last song, they played a track called MDMA, which kind of had some sort of it's their least one of their lesser meathead kind of metal tracks, and so it's also just a track that I have a connection with in a very loose way, and I was like, okay, yeah, last track of the night, gotta get in the pit. So got in there, and a lot of us were just bouncing off each other, we found each other, oh my god, and then just carried on going round, and it was absolutely amazing. It was such a good night. And then as we were walking out, realised Tom had his nose bashed in again, and me and Kalen were covered in his blood. Luckily, 2 of us were both wearing vests that night, so it wasn't on any of our clothes. It was just on our sleeves. So that was an amazing night. Other than that, literally, that was 2-3 weeks ago. Every day since then, I have been at work. I've been spending pretty much every day, most day times, give or take 3 or 4 days, and from now on I won't be for a while. I've been working with my dad. He's a labourer, and so I've been working with him very early mornings, getting up to about 7 or 8, and working either till about 5, or if I'm working at the O2, I finish about 2 or 3, and I drive straight up, and I go straight to the O2, where I work there until about 9, half 9, get home at 10, go to bed, because I'm too tired, because I've been working all day, and it's been that cycle. And I've also been working at the Odeon. I've only done 1 shift so far at the Odeon, and there was an admin error, and I ended up getting put into they didn't have anywhere to put me, so I was just shadowing people, and I got put in a concession stand where they do all the popcorn and the nachos and they sell the tickets, but I haven't been taught how to use the tools yet. It's my first day, so we got these queues of people looking at me, giving me proper daggers, why the fuck aren't you serving, standing there doing nothing. Obviously it's they don't understand that, but I'm wearing a different uniform to the rest of them anyway, so it's I'm clearly not with these people. Like, I'm not even hired to be on concessions. They want me to either be an usher or work in the gallery. So I don't know what's going on there. I did also shadow an usher for a bit, and we walked in on what I believe to be, I'm not 100% sure, I'm pretty sure we walked in on a blowjob. Walked in, guy, the credits, just at the very end of the credits, when the credits end, we have to go in, sweep up, clear up so that it's ready for the next film. So we walk in, and there's just 2 people left. Guy's sitting there pretty chill, and then suddenly we see this head just raise up from his lap, which was quite funny. Obviously, you got to play it cool, and didn't want to make it more awkward than it already was. Especially when the guy I was with says, "Yeah, we'll clean up after them when they're done." Like, it only could have gotten worse if he said, "Better grab a mop." I think that would have been the line being crossed. But yeah, that's been my last month essentially. I've just been working a lot, saving up a lot of money. Getting settled again. Now that I'm back here, I still haven't even finished actually properly setting in and moving in. That's why there haven't been any videos. I haven't been able to edit the stuff that I recorded when I was back at the old place yet, because I really haven't got the time. Today is my first day off, and I've spent all morning digging around. I've been trying to find certain bits of paperwork that I need to send off for people that I should have done weeks ago, but I literally just haven't had the time, and everything's gotten shuffled in the move, so I'm still trying to work that out. And I've been playing Pokemon X for a while, which is a great game, and any Pokemon fans that haven't played in a while should definitely get Pokemon X or Y, because it's a great game. I've been playing a bit of Terraria last night as well. I haven't played games, like video games, in about 2 weeks. Like, my PC's been boxed up. All my consoles. I don't have any of my consoles set up right now. I haven't played any video games on my Xbox or on my PS. Like GTA, I played the opening mission of GTA 5. I went mad for a bit, and then I put it away to move, because I couldn't play it. I knew it would be a time sponge, but I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to work a lot of this out once I've got my head around what my timing is for my schedule, for my time schedule, for my work. I'll be able to be a bit more, be able to free up time to be productive in terms of, because I want to start putting videos out on Jimmy Does Gaming again, and like I said, I've got footage recorded, and I want to do some newer games. So GTA 5, I have to put GTA 5 on there. It's only right. Even though every other person who has every other Let's Play channel and gaming channel, they've all got one. They've all got GTA 5 on their channels, but I want to get it in there too. Just, I get, "Oh, James, why are you playing GTA 5 all the time?" "Oh, it's for videos. It's for production. It's fine." But yeah, that's what's going to be happening soon, I suppose. I've got a lot of work to do, and I'm literally just saving up. Oh, and it was my friend's birthday as well, my friend Haley's birthday, and we had a party, and I dressed up as Deadpool again, because it's the only costume I really have, and I had all this drink. It was great. And there's a video on Vine, I think, if you follow me on Vine, I did revine it, and it is me, my mate Andrew, and 2 other guys, Ryan and Sam, singing to the Pokemon theme tune, very out of tune, very drunk, and probably forgetting the words. I can't really remember. I just remember the song was on at some point, and I was singing it. I don't remember exactly what happened, because yeah, I halfway through the night I was like, I can't even wear this. Like, I need to pee, and I'm wearing lycra. I'm wearing a morph suit. What the hell am I gonna do? So I ended up begging Haley, like, go, his birthday is. We were in her house, like, please tell me you have, like, one of your boyfriend's t-shirts I can just borrow. It's okay, like, her boyfriend's my mate too, so, like, Andrew, I was hoping it would be one of his shirts, but she had a spare, like, shirt that she has anyway, so that's cool. I still need to give it back to her, actually. I need to remember that. I think she might be going to the pub soon. I'll give it to her then. But I digress. Oh, I keep going off on tangents. I think it's really bad, and I don't really want to have to edit this video. So, realizing that I have been talking about 15 minutes is probably a good time to finish it off, because I've talked about what I've done, talked about what I'm doing now, I've talked about what I'm hoping to do, and like I said, hopefully I'll have some time to do videos again, and these will be less crammed and start have points in them. Like I always say in all my videos, there's going to be more and they're going to be better, but right now they have to get better, because right now they're a bit shit. So until next time, I'm Jimmy, this is the vlog that I do, and I will see you next time. See ya.